Andrea, today is our first meeting. Are you nervous?
Yes, I am. I'm a little nervous. But I'm fine because Tom is here.
Is that so? I called you because I was worried about you, but it seems like no problem. Tom and I have known each other since childhood, and now I'm also your sister-in-law. He's important to me. I thought I could give you some advice if you need.
Thanks. I'm grateful that you made a group thread for us. I'll do my best to support him, so please help me.
Well, I'll be watching you from afar. He's very important to me, and I want a good person for him. Now that he chose you, make sure you live up to his expectations.
Oh, sure.
Well, I won't get my hopes up too much. I hope you can be a proper wife for Tom.
Yes, I'll do my best.
Olivia, you don't have to say that to Andrea. She's doing her best. This group thread is for helping her, not preaching.
I know, Tom. But I think Andrea needs to work harder, so I've been kind of blunt a bit. It's called the whip of love.
Don't worry, Tom. I'll do my best to fit into your family like Olivia does.
Well, you do your best. You wouldn't be as good as me, though. Like you, I have a long history with Tom and his brother John.
I know.
By the way, Andrea, are you good at housework? Tom is a picky eater. Don't force him to eat things he doesn't like.
I'm good at cooking.
That's right, Andrea. Your food is one of the reasons I fell for you.
Oh yeah, you praised her for being a good cook. But taste is not the only point you should think about. Nutrition is the key for health. That's what a wife should be concerned about.
You're right. I'll do my best to learn various dishes and make Tom happy.
Okay, then I'm relieved.
Since Andrea is doing her best, I'll do my best too.
That's the spirit. Andrea, please take good care of Tom, will you?
Yes, I will. I will do my best to support him. Thank you, Olivia.
Well then, I'll see you later. Don't be clumsy in front of his parents.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And I look forward to seeing your kids, Olivia.
Yeah, I'll bring them all. Bye.
We finally did the wedding. It was great, right?
It really was. Everyone was smiling and congratulating us. It was just like a dream day.
I miss you now, darling. The dress was beautiful. The venue was beautifully decorated. Everything was perfect except for you had to leave right after the ceremony.
You were stunning. I wouldn't forget how beautiful you were. Sorry, I have to leave due to the trouble at the office that only I can fix.
Do you think it's a bad omen?
Nah, don't say weird things. Everyone said you looked like a princess.
Thanks. You looked really cool in your tuxedo. Everyone said you looked like the hero of a movie.
Did they? That's quite a compliment. It seems like our friends and family enjoyed the time. It was a good wedding.
Right. I was especially moved to tears when my father said, "Happy life," with tears in his eyes.
I was also moved to tears when your mother said, "Please take care of her from now on."
The first bite was fun too. It was such a beautiful cake that I was at a loss where to poke. And I made a mess putting cream on your face. Everyone laughed and gave us cheers.
Yeah, and the first dance. The song we chose was perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah. That song holds special memories for me, so I was really happy to be able to dance to it.
I felt the same way. I felt like I could do anything with you, honey.
Same here, darling. But I was also a little worried about my life from now on.
Andrea, you don't need to feel anxious. We can overcome anything.
I know. Thank you. With you, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Of course. Let's keep the promise we made that day.
Sure. I'll be with you through happy times and sad times. I'm so happy that I still receive many congratulatory messages from friends and family.
You can tell that everyone wants us to be happy, can't you?
I was especially touched when Grandma and Grandpa said, "Be good to each other forever."
Me too. It was a real great day with all the family there.
Oh yeah. The food at the reception was delicious, and I was so happy that everyone said it was so good.
Yes, it was. And your speech. I almost cried when you expressed your gratitude.
Thanks. I wanted to express my gratitude to everyone. And I think it was because you were there for me that I was able to give such a moving speech.
I'm grateful to you too, honey.
I am really happy to be with you, darling.
Let's build a happy family together from now on.
Sure. I love you, Tom. I'll be with you forever.
Love you too, Andrea. We'll be together till the end of the time.
Hey, Tom. Why are Olivia and her 6 kids here in our guest room making so much noise? Where are you now? When will you come back from your shopping?
Are you already back to the hotel? It's a little early until our promised time, right? I mean, didn't I tell you? I told Olivia that our honeymoon will be at a luxury hotel in Miami, and we will be staying in a suite room. Then her kids wanted to go, so I ended up booking another room for them at the same hotel.
What? I don't get it. Why would you let your sister-in-law and her kids stay at the same hotel while you are at honeymoon? And there are 6 kids.
I told you before the travel that I'm taking Olivia and her 6 kids on our honeymoon. I also asked you to pay the bills and take care of the kids. Don't you remember?
I thought you were joking. It's way far beyond reality. I don't really understand. Why on earth you decided to bring them just because they wanted to come?
I told you, because they wanted. Do you need any other reason? They're frolicking in our room right now, but they're just curious about how the suite look like. They have their room to stay, so don't worry about it.
Huh?
Even though Olivia and I have known each other since childhood, she doesn't want to disturb the honeymooners' night out. She says John would be angry with her if she went too far. Olivia is very thoughtful, right?
If she was really thoughtful, she wouldn't have come along on the honeymoon in the first place, would she? And bringing 6 undisciplined kids with her, it's unbelievable.
Oh, come on. They are okay.
I just looked at the bedding, which was beautiful earlier, but now it's a mess. The flowers in the vase are scattered all over the floor and make it soaking wet. They drank and ate the juice and snacks in the refrigerator stocked in the room without permission, leaving food scraps and bags all over the place. I have no choice but to call the hotel staff to clean off this terrible mess. What will they think when they see it? It's really embarrassing.
Hey, they're just kids. Go easy on them.
Kids are kids, for sure. But we can't let them do anything. They might damage the hotel's property. I think they need some discipline. Don't you think so? Besides, I think it's probably wine that Olivia drank on her own and spilled, but there's a big stain on the carpet. This is definitely something that the hotel is going to have to reimburse us for.
Take it easy now. We're on vacation, after all. Don't worry too much and just enjoy time here. It's a lot of fun to have a childhood friend and her 6 kids on a honeymoon.
Hey, Tom. Could it be that you're trying to make me angry on purpose?
Huh? What's that?
I see. You really don't think that, do you?
Oh, that's right. My brother John is overseas, so basically they need to pay for utilities and other things double, right? Plus, with 6 kids, it's hard for Olivia to pay for travel. And she probably wants to have time to enjoy without kids once in a while, right? I want to make her happy too. So you pay the bills and take care of the kids, okay?
What? I don't get it. What are you thinking?
It's a good opportunity for you to practice parenting.
Huh? What are you thinking, practicing child rearing with someone else's kids on my honeymoon?
Olivia is our relative, and you will have relationship for long.
That's that. This is this.
If you don't want to take care of the kids, why don't you just go home? I'm just kidding. Well, it's Miami after all. Let's all have a good time together. Hey, Andrea? Where are you? You were so angry earlier, so I let you go your separate ways for now. How long are you going to stay mad at me? Don't be so childish. You didn't come back for the dinner we had reserved. I didn't want to waste it, so I invited Olivia. The dinner was great. It looked like a honeymoon for me and Olivia. Hey, come back soon. The kids are at the hotel's daycare. You're going to pay for that if you don't come back. Don't waste your money. The longer you're away, the higher the cost. Hey, Andrea, stop ignoring me and act like an adult. The honeymoon is almost over, and I can't find you anywhere. Where the hell are you? Olivia's 6 kids, whom you're supposed to be looking after, are completely out of control. With them around, Olivia and I can't enjoy our honeymoon properly.
You call this a honeymoon with Olivia? Honestly, I don't know whether to laugh or cry at that.
It's because you're not coming home. Olivia is taking care of me because my wife ruined the honeymoon.
Who do you think ruined the honeymoon? You brought others along without even asking. And I can't wrap my head around how the 2 of you are just carrying on as if this strange situation is normal.
Enough now. Just come back. Taking care of these kids is really tough.
It's ridiculous that you think I'm going back. I'm already back home.
What?
Didn't you notice that my carry-on case is missing from the room?
Huh? Seriously? Home? You mean our home?
I spent last night at a 24-hour restaurant, and luckily I managed to catch a flight home this morning.
No. What are you thinking?
Because you don't need me, right?
Of course I do. I'll need you to reimburse me for the accommodation fees for 7 people, including Olivia's kids. I paid in advance, but I'll be expecting you to cover your share later. My wallet's empty right now. But I was going to ask you to cover the extra charges when we checked out, remember? I mentioned it before, didn't I? Are you crazy? What the hell is wrong with your memory?
What are you even relying on? I had no idea Olivia and her kids were joining us. There's a limit to how much money I can afford to pay. That hotel costs at least $300 per night. Sure, the children's rates are cheaper, and the cost per person decreases with more people in the room. But why should I foot the bill for Olivia and her kids?
Consider it a fee for practicing parenting skills.
I never asked her that.
Don't you want to be a mom? You told Olivia you'd do your best to make me happy, didn't you?
Huh?
Think of it as a rehearsal for that.
Why are you bringing it up now?
Because you're going to have my baby anyway.
Me? Your baby? Can't you imagine how I'm feeling right now? Regardless, it's just absurd to think that you're practicing parenting with someone else's kids.
How is that absurd?
What I'm saying is it's highly irresponsible to take care of kids without any experience or knowledge.
Huh?
For example, you're aware that childcare workers require specific knowledge and skills. It takes time and experience to develop these abilities. Brief practice sessions won't suffice, and you should exercise caution in such matters. Even if someone has some knowledge or certifications, it doesn't automatically qualify them to provide childcare under all circumstances.
Is that what it is?
Typically, you wouldn't entrust your children to someone inexperienced if you possess common sense. Well, I don't believe Olivia possesses much common sense, to be honest.
Well, just handle the money for now. We'll chat later. Andrea, I need the money right away.
Huh?
I told you my wallet is empty. I'm trying to check out of the hotel, but the bill's much higher than I anticipated. I asked about the breakdown, and it turns out that Olivia racked up hefty charges on beauty treatments and room service. And they're all being billed to me. I was counting on you to cover Olivia's expenses here. If I don't settle this bill, I can't leave. Please, I'm begging you.
Tom, I've been thinking. You rely too much on other people's wallets.
What? We're a couple, so it's fine, right?
No, I'm not talking about that anymore.
Anyway, I'm not talking about who's going to pay for whose share now. I can't check out without money. I can settle up later. Money, for God's sake.
Why don't you just take the money out of your own account or use a credit card?
I didn't bring them with me.
Huh?
No, I thought I brought them, okay? I packed all my credit cards and cash cards in a small bag, but I can't find it. I wanted to do some shopping with them.
Oh, that's too bad.
What?
When I found around your dresser, I found it on the floor.
Seriously? Hey, please send me the money.
If you mean sending it to your account, that won't work, right? You don't have your cash card with you.
All right.
Either way, I'm not going to give you my money.
Oh no, I'm seriously stuck.
That's true, and on top of that, there's more trouble waiting for you.
What do you mean?
Your brother is coming back.
What? John's coming back?
He got my contact information through your mother. He said he'd only suspected a relationship for a long time, but now he's realized the truth. He said he had always suspected you and Olivia. Even though he only comes home a few times a year, he still has 2 kids.
He always suspected?
Yeah, well, you didn't even try to hide it, did you?
No, what do you mean, relationship? It's just the 3 of us, including John, have always been close.
He said he knows a lot about you and her, and he wants to share it. So my parents and I are off to see him now.
Wait, what?
Then I'll stay at my parents' home and won't return.
Damn, I can't believe I have to ask my parents to send me money by registered mail. That's because you didn't come up with the money. I just wanted to make my sister-in-law and nephews happy, but everyone's getting mad at me.
Are you still going to lie about that?
Huh?
You planned to bring Olivia secretly on our honeymoon. All you wanted was to go on a date with her, but she was jealous of the suite. So you let her in it while I was away. And then I came back earlier than you expected and found out she was there. You pretended to be silly so I wouldn't find out about the affair, didn't you?
How did you know such detail?
John hired a private eye, and the result of the investigation corroborated what I had seen. It's a stupid guess, but judging from your reaction, I'm sure it's true, isn't it? Are you really crazy?
Seriously, you know almost everything.
By the way, I heard they're going to do a DNA test on Olivia's kids.
Oh yeah, John told me on the phone. He said it wasn't necessary.
He asked you to submit a specimen too, right? Olivia had a lot of boyfriends, didn't she? I can imagine some of the consequences, but it doesn't change the fact that we're getting a divorce. Well, depending on the case, I might charge you a lot of alimony.
Don't scare me, will you?
Well then, a lawyer will be there shortly, so please talk to him.
Andrea?
Please don't contact me directly from now on. Please go through my lawyer.
No, wait a minute.
I don't have anything to say, so goodbye.
Andrea.
John and Tom's mother was proud of her close-knit family and genuinely thought Tom was helping John's wife because her husband was overseas. However, the results of the DNA test showed that her vision was wrong. Shockingly, 3 of Olivia's kids were actually Tom's. To begin with, she had an iffy relationship with Tom even before she started dating John. John was shocked and divorced Olivia, declaring that he could no longer stay with them. But to his mother, they are still her grandchildren. She couldn't just throw them away and decided to have Tom and Olivia get married and raise all the kids. Olivia, who used to be a housewife, now works from morning to night to pay the alimony. She's having a hard time making ends meet. It seems that the relatives are discussing how to support the children in the future. I just hope that they don't get caught up in hell that their parents have put them through. And John is so shocked that he can't even eat. It's hard for me too, but I guess he is even more hurt by the betrayal of 2 people he had a history with and trusted. No wonder the bond between the siblings has been broken beyond repair. He is paying for his kids, but he has gone back overseas, saying he will never return home again. The rash decision hurt the whole family. I think this time has been a good lesson and I will enjoy my life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.